In 2023, the Dow Jones has gone up 2.6%, the S&P 14%, and the Nasdaq has actually gone down 19%. So even though a lot of people were predicting that 2023 was going to be a bear market, taking away Nasdaq, the market has actually done pretty well, which is good for all of our portfolios. And this video is actually going to be the part 2 of the series I have, in which I show you guys my investment portfolio after every year. So I'll be able to compare this year with last year to see how much my investment portfolio has grown. But let's get to it. So here we have my fidelity. As you can see, last year I had $16,219, and this year I'm up to $21,977. However, the sad news is that most of this increase is due to my contribution. I've contributed $5,500 out of the $6,500 allowed for this year. So if you look at my positions, I had an allocation that Falk actually made a video about. I definitely recommend that video. But honestly, I thought about it more this year and it just got complicated. I didn't really want to be rebalancing my portfolio every year. So I decided to make it easy and just invest in this Fidelity 500, which is an index fund tracking the S&P 500. As you can see, my current value is $4,424, which is 20% of my account. I'm just gonna invest all of my money into the S&P 500 and call it a day. One of the things that motivated me to do this is a little book of Common Sense Investing by John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard. Basically argues that just by investing in the S&P 500, you'll beat most of the hedge funds out there and most of the people out there. So that's why I'm investing in this low-cost S&P 500 index fund to make my life simple. I still have my shares from when I was a sophomore in college. I clearly hadn't read any books yet, and I purchased $600 worth of Shake Shack and almost $5,000 worth of Jets, which is an ETF that tracks airlines. This is my 4th year investing in it, and I'm pretty happy to say that it's up to $22,000. Now, this is my 401k. In last year's video, I had $3,939. In this year's, I have almost $11,000, which is awesome. And another update here is that starting this month, actually October, my contributions are gonna go up from 6% to 12%, given that I got a raise and I can afford to put more money into my 401k. So I'm pretty excited about that. And my overall portfolio has gone up almost 5%, which is not as much as the S&P 500. I don't pick this allocation, Bank of America does, and they automatically rebalance it year after year. So it makes it simple for me. And again, simplicity for me is key. I hate complexity, especially with retirement investing, because I am not planning on staying on top of this for 40 years. And my last investment account is my Charles Schwab account, which is my normal brokerage. This one, I do invest in the S&P as well, but I also pick different stocks. And this year, I haven't been able to save that much because I've had a lot of expenses. So I really haven't put money into it since last year. Last year, I had around $8,200. And as you can see, it's up to $11,024, a 23% return this year, which is pretty good. And I'd say it's mostly because of Facebook or Meta. Meta has been doing really, really well, and I have 7 shares of Meta. Then I have some random holdings that I bought last year. We can see my friend Jets here as well. But again, I regretted it, and I went back to a simple S&P 500 index, which is where most of my money is this year. 51% of my holdings. Regardless, this account has done very well, 23% up, so I'm pretty happy about that. So there you have it. The grand total of these 3 accounts is around $45,000. Last year, it was $28,000, so a $17,000 increase. In a year that I have not saved or been as responsible with my personal finances as I could have been. So let's hope that now that I'm 25, I'll be a little more responsible. I'll go back to taking better care of my money, and let's see how much it can grow by the time I'm 26. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Peace.